going on, everybody? This is your boy Gotti on the Gotti's World podcast, and this episode is going to be very educational, but it's going to be dope at the same time, man. This person here, I'm gonna give a little backstory. I saw her work on Instagram, and some of the shit that I heard was like, ooh, I don't know too many producers. I don't know too many beat makers. And when I came across her, it was just like, man. And usually this is a kind of a man field, but for an actual woman to be doing it, amazing. So I had to get you on here.
For sure.
I had to get you on here. And when I hit you, you hit me right back. With no questions, you said, let's just set it up. I'm happy you here. I got my girl, Stasia. Stasia Beats.
What's going on? Appreciate
What's the word? What's the word?
It's a blessing to be here for real. I fuck with Evian, so.
Hey, this the home.
First time here.
This the home.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So basically with this podcast, I get to know the person. I get to know the ins and outs of the person. Nothing messy. I ain't a messy nigga.
Okay.
But we gonna get to know what you do, who you are, and a lot of your work.
Okay.
And why.
Say less.
All right.
Say less.
So we're gonna kick it off like this. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago. My family originally from the Killerwood.
Uh-oh.
We ended up moving to Foster Park, so that's just like to give an idea of the area. I mean, I'm not involved in no activities, but just to give an idea of the area. So I'm from the south side of Chicago, born and raised. I spent a little bit of time in Indiana when I went to school out in New Albany. I went to Indiana University.
What'd you go for?
Originally, my degree was for sound engineering. The program out there was like, the demographic was a lot different, so the program was really strenuous. Like, I was taken from a more of an R&B hip hop environment, and then I had to like self-teach myself how to play like classical music. I had to sing in the opera. I had to do all of that type of stuff just to be in the engineering program. But I got to a point where I kind of just wanted to come back to the crib.
Okay.
Because I knew like what I wanted to do for the long term, it wasn't gonna work in that type of market. So I transferred back to Columbia College, and I switched my major to music business.
Okay.
So I ended up graduating with that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So basically, you knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You already knew what this was.
From the jump, from the beginning. I mean, I started doing music when I was young. Like, I tell people all the time, they think I be playing, but I wrote my first rap when I was like 5 or 6.
Don't tell me
like,
you're an artist, too.
For real.
You get busy, too?
I have fun now, but I have fun from time to time. I might write something and record it just to see what it sound like, see if I still got something, but I really focus on the engineering and the production, and now I'm trying to get into like artist management and artist development.
Okay.
Because I'm building a media company, so like all facets of music and media I want to kind of be involved in.
Okay, so I'm in that same realm. I just started my entertainment company, and like I said, the podcast is under here. I got another show, Story Behind the Vibes. I got that show to where I just give them little life stories, but also what music was playing around that time when I had a crazy moment. I got that.
That sound dope.
Also, and just a lot of things that another show that I'm, creating that I really got to get some production in. And this might be a setup.
Okay.
This might be a setup here. But how were you as a child? Like, what if your moms and pops was to come talk to me, how would they describe you?
I think naturally they'll say probably I was a good kid. I got good grades. I got in trouble, but I didn't get into too much trouble. All it took was like a couple whoopings, and I was back in line.
Couple of these.
They'll say that, but from my perspective, to add to that, I was kind of sneaky too. I did a lot of stuff I got away with, a lot of stuff they probably didn't know about. So that's me being honest. But if they was to tell you, they'll tell you, especially my granny, she loved bragging on me. I don't do no wrong with my granny ass. So.
Nah,
I tell you, I'm an angel.
Are you the only child?
Nah, I'm the first.
Okay.
I'm the first. I'm my father's only child. My dad passed away probably 3 months before I was born. So I'm his first and only, and then I'm my mom's first, and I got a little brother. I got a little sister. My little sister just turned 16.
Okay.
My little brother 13, and then I had another little brother. He passed away when he was like 3, but he probably would have made like 18 or 19 this year. Yeah. So I was the first, but I was the firstborn though.
How was that growing up in your household? Like what was them like conversations like as they seen you like, okay, I want to go to college for this, or they seen me early getting busy with the knobs and everything else?
It was always encouraging conversations. Like my family always believed I had talent, you know, so it was natural for them to just tell me to go for it, do whatever I wanted to do type thing. Yeah, like they always used to want to hear me rap. Every family gathering, I gotta get in front of everybody and rap. I gotta play it.
Go ahead and say what you said.
All that, yeah. So that was cool. I mean, it was encouraging, and to me, that was good. That's the type of environment I want to create for my kids because it was something that I really wanted to do. Obviously, if music followed me through my whole life, so I couldn't imagine being in a household where I probably would have had one of those parents that's like, nah, you should be a doctor, or nah, you should do this, instead of just fully supporting what I wanted to do. They was always real supportive, looking back on it, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What are your family, your siblings, what do they say? Well, with your siblings, what do they say about you beating, you know, they're working with different artists, or do they try to, hey, could you tell them shout me out? Could you?
Nah, I haven't got that one yet. I haven't got that one yet. I probably got to get to like Drake status or something like that. But my little brother, he kind of reserved. I think like the only Chicago artist that I could think my little brother rock with heavy is Juice WRLD. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten the opportunity to work with him, so I don't get no bragging rights for that. Right. But like my little sister, she be in tune with some of the artists I work with, like Gotti, Lil Romo. Who else? Lil Blast. She kind of like, I told her I met Jeremiah one time, or I almost met him one time. I told her I met Lil Durk one time. So those two people, she probably was like, dang, for real? But yeah.
So you are you shooting to be in that space with the mainstream artists or things like that, or you kind of want to stay?
Nah, I'm sure.
Well, you want to be a household name at the crib, but do you want that? Like Chase Davis, things like that.
I think I want to be a household name all around. I want to get like to.
Okay.
And that's kind of the like the realm I'm in now is just trying to take those strides to get bigger. Cause like I have a lot of resources that I don't utilize. I think I see my path happening for me a certain way. And the point that I'm at now is like I'm not necessarily chasing clients or I'm not chasing placements with the hottest Chicago artists. Like I really want to build my own company and my own artists. And I want that path to be to be like, oh, you work with MTS Zoe, or nah, you built, you know what I'm saying, this lane for him, or you built this lane for your media company, or this lane for yourself. I'm kind of more of like a grassroots person. Cause I kind of hit the ground running with my own ideas so much that I don't network or use my resources as much as I should, to where I probably could have all the placements or all the hottest Chicago artists. Like I know these niggas, I just be like in the studio doing sessions, doing my, you know what I'm saying, kind of doing my thing. If
what
that
do you
makes
think
sense.
that come from? That you want to have your own business because if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'll be 27 this year.
See, yeah, 27, I wasn't thinking about none of that shit. So what do you think that business mind come from, or that hunger to have your own and build it from the ground up?
I say kind of me knowing that I always wanted to be involved in music. That kind of kept me focused and kept me out of a lot of trouble. And I feel like the more I learned and the more I got out of being a rapper, because when I was a rapper, then it was all about, I just want to rap, I want to do this. Like I felt like I was a person who wanted to be seen all the time. And now that I'm more low key and behind the scenes, I feel like that's the role I want to play. And then like watching like a lot of documentaries growing up, a lot of behind the music, and like you hear the stories about Michael Jackson, you hear the stories about Biggie, you know what I'm saying? You hear the stories about Tupac, but I feel like it's a deeper story to Quincy Jones. I feel like it's a deeper story to P. Diddy.
Did you see that documentary?
Quincy Jones?
Yeah.
No. Where did I miss that
That's
at?
on Netflix.
I'm liking.
That's on Netflix. That's on Netflix.
I ain't watched that. I need to go watch that today.
It's on there. He got, it's a lot of shit that you.
But look at how much stuff he touched, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to be that person. Like we all know who Michael Jackson is. We all know his hits, but
so that's your inspiration. That's what you go for.
To kind of be like, that big person behind the scenes. Okay. To me,
I dig that.
Yeah,
I dig that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you like to create. You like to build. What would you call your sound? Like, if an artist was to say, "Hey, Stasia, I need that type of beat."
I say it's like wavy, bouncy, kind of like. I got a few different sounds, but I feel like my sound is like a wavy sound. Like I feel like I wish I could have worked with Juice WRLD. I know I make like them Juice WRLD type beats. I make like them Lil Uzi type beats, those up tempo, bouncy type beats. I really fuck with them. They make me feel good type shit. They got a feeling to them.
It's that whole vibe.
To me, yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the most effective way to get, as a producer and a beat maker, what's the most effective way to another producer or one that's coming up to get your beats heard or get into that space with these different artists? Or because sometimes they put them on YouTube and just put this shit out there, or you can buy these beats and sometimes they be
yeah,
but
I feel like that's a good method. I feel like you should try as many channels that you have to get to artists. But for me personally, I feel like connecting with artists, like either like build an artist, find an artist that you like and try to develop a sound with them, or to find artists that you like to listen to, you know what I'm saying, that's within your area, and just get with them. But I feel like one of my learning experiences is to like build relationships. So when you actually get connected with those artists, whether you send them beats, whether you link up with them at the studio, because me, I like to, if it's somebody I like to work with, I just have them come to the studio. Like we could go through some beats, so that way if you like something, we could just record it right here on the spot. But whenever you do lock in with those artists and stay persistent, because it's a lot of people that's gonna tell you no, it's a lot of people that's not gonna reply back at all. But when you get people that you want to work with, just build relationships with them and keep going. Find that strategy, do that strategy for one artist, and then do it for the next artist, and keep doing it.
Now I feel like this whole networking thing is the key to a lot of pieces.
I agree.
How do you network with yours? Like with just getting into these spaces. I saw you did something with corporate. I saw, like you said, the Lil Romo. I saw you did. How did you get into these spaces with these people, or do they reach out to you by putting your product out there?
Kind of both. So,
because the regular person that's coming up wouldn't know. They just like, I just got these and I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
So, or I don't know how to get into these spaces with these people.
So I could say, as far as networking is concerned, I hate that the COVID messed everything up, because I was ready to go crazy with the networking.
I was about to ask you that.
I feel like as far as networking is concerned, one thing I did early on when I started building clientele for like my beats and my recording and stuff, I just went to like a lot of showcases, a lot of social media networking. That'll get you far. Like it's a lot of people who be knowing me and I don't be knowing who they are. Just like off Instagram. I'm tired. Like I done been out to eat, walking downtown somewhere with my grandma, son. Hey, ain't you Stasia Beats? So it's like you just gotta get in the networks. Like think about social media as like a club or something. So you got like the hottest artists in the club. You got the hottest artists on social media. So you want to like hop in their DMs, try to tag them in something, send them beats, just anything to get them aware of who you are until you had the opportunity to meet them. And the only other thing I say is like use your resources as much as possible. Like
you don't use them. You just said you don't use them.
I don't, but see, I built so many that like it's just some things kind of fall in my lap. Like the corporate situation kind of fell in my lap, or like working with Lil Romo kind of fell in my lap because of an artist I had worked with. They heard the quality of the stuff I recorded with him. They was like, will you be recording this? You know what I'm saying? Type thing. Or, you know, a lot of it just come from the times that I did get out here and use my resources. Some people remember me from that, or some people would see me with somebody that they saw. It'd be kind of weird. Because I feel like, if I could be honest, I feel like I don't network enough. I be in the studio all the time. And that's not necessarily a good thing. That's something I'm aware of, but I don't know. I'm so one-track minded, I kind of got to get out of that.
Cooking, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's getting heard.
So basically, because I look at it as if you always ready, you ain't got to get ready when it comes.
True.
So you load it. You know what I mean? And like you say it's a bad thing, or in a way it's a bad thing, but it's not. Because when they coming, and when they come, because they gonna come. When they come, oh, I got this for you. I got this type of sound for you. It's coming.
For sure.
It's coming heavy.
For sure.
I see that in you.
For sure.
How do you price your beats? Because if you go on these little sites,
I'm already knowing. If you
go on these sites, you hear these trash ass beats, and they automatically want 100, 120, 150 for the whole rights, and I'll be like,
nah,
this shit ain't worth it.
You ain't. Nah, damn, 150 for all the rights? That's a deal.
That's what I'm saying. With me not knowing, but to an untrained person or to an artist that's coming up that don't know, what is the price points and what are the, you know what I'm saying, what are yours compared to everybody else's and the quality people starting out?
I do it now. Currently, I kind of really don't even want to sell beats no more. Like I don't have many beats online unless they like super old, like 3 or 4 years old. Cause I kind of I want it to be the source for me personally. Cause I was doing the online beat thing where I put them on YouTube, funnel the channel, then get people to go to my website. I get people to go to my website. I got to get a certain percentage of them to actually buy the beats, and then they got to drop the beats, and then they got to da. I just I wanted to just be the source. I created a scenario in my head where if Drake ever wanted a beat from me, he got to come see me. You know what I'm saying? He can't go to some.com. To me, you know what I'm saying? To me, it was a sense of exclusivity when I stopped like really putting my beats online. But as far as like the price point for a producer, I say like just it's kind of hard to say because there be some people out here with some cold ass beats for like $20. I guess it just all depends on like what your end goal is or how business savvy you are. That's kind of contingent upon the person. But for me, like for if you wanted to lease a beat from me, they got to be at least 100. I ain't selling beats for no less than $100. I did that $25 buy 3 get 7 free, all that shit. No, that's enough of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to really make records that last a lifetime.
That means something.
Shit.
Let me take this back. How do you decipher if you even want to get up to even work with a certain artist?
It gotta be the song first, your music first.
So you gotta check on them.
Yeah,
you gotta check they
music first.
Okay, but what if they just starting out and they ain't got nothing, but they want to come to you? They want to come to a heavy hitter for the first time.
You gotta have something. Like if you a completely new artist, is that what you're saying? Like they just starting rapping, they just started music, period. You just gotta have a mindset to take it serious. I still work with some people that's like completely on the entry level. It's not so bad if they take it serious. I feel like I'm past the point where I gotta teach somebody how to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of those times where I encounter those people was in the studio. So I don't necessarily want to have to explain or dissect what every portion of a song is. Like, I don't want to have to teach you how to do ad-libs. I don't want to have to teach you how to do ins and outs. I don't want to have to... You got to at least come with the basics of knowing how to do that and how to structure a decent song. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the artists I'm working with now, his name MTS Zoe, and I ran into him just like he was a regular client. Like him and some of his homies came in. They was real young, probably like 14, 15 when I started working with them, and they just started making music, but they at least had the know-how of how to structure a song and make it sound good. Like if you come in here, I gotta teach you everything from scratch. It's kind of gonna be, it's irritating to me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but it's be like, I gotta spend.
You said you had a pay. You said you had a point to where you just like, I'm not teaching nobody shit.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. It just kind of be like it just take more time to do that. That's a little too grassroots for me. That's like planting the seeds and shit. I just want to water the grass. You feel me?
You ever had an artist that you just was like, this shit ain't hard? Like I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking. He over my beat, but this shit is trash.
Yeah.
How do you?
I hate questions like this.
No, I told you I'm asking. Because these are things that I want to know coming from a, you know what I'm saying, coming from a producer. It's like, no, that shit ain't it.
I feel you.
And how do you go about it? Because you just gave him the beat. How do you go about it? You just like, well, it's yours now, shit. Whatever you did from it, I could just produce it. I could just produce it from here.
Kinda, hell yeah.
You got something in your mind already. I can tell.
Hell yeah. It depends, like, cause some people, yeah, shit. I just try to get my feedback as much as possible. I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Like I tell, if I really fuck with a song, I say that's hard. That shit hard. If I feel like some shit could use improvement, I just, you know what I'm saying, make my little constructive feedback. Or I say it's decent. Or I say, you know what I'm saying, just listen to it a couple times, see if you want to come back in and change something. But
you just throw that out.
Feel like,
throw that little out there. Yeah. Like, you want to come change something.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cause I mean, I get my input as much as possible, but I don't try to impede or overstep because it's like we both got our own creative process. You know what I'm saying? I got my own creative process making a beat. They got their own creative process writing. And I don't never want to be the person that just take that completely away from them. I believe in like letting the artist do pretty much what they want to do. And then, you know, I add to that or take away from that. Okay. But it all start with them. Some shit that I heard that was just like not it on my beat, it'd be tough. That should be tough. That should be tough. I don't know, like to the extent.
And do they book you for hours so you gotta sit up in that motherfucker?
Hey, them be the ones, bro. I swear to God, them be the ones being that bitch like, yeah, I want to perfect this. It's finna be my first album. I need 6 hours in this bitch for 2 songs. Like, damn, yeah, you really trying to work on these bitches.
Damn.
Let's make it happen then, shit.
Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years?
We're going to go short term. I don't want to do long term. In these next 2 years, what do you want to get accomplished? What goals do you want to take over?
All business, next 2 years, I need a headquarters for my media company. I'm really trying to have that by like next summer. But this real estate shit is, man, it's mind-boggling. I really got to focus on doing that shit. I need to have a headquarters for my media company. I need about 2 or 3 artists, and at least 2 of them got to be popping. Like, popping. Like, not just Chicago popping, like mainstream artists popping type shit.
How hard do you think it is to pop in the city? Because
I don't think it's hard in Chicago. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think it's hard.
Shit.
I don't think it's hard.
Shit.
I don't think it's hard. I think it's a matter of once you get your pop and knowing what to do with that shit. I don't think it's hard though. If you think about it, to me, in my opinion,
you feel like it's just a record. They just need that one, and they can go.
Damn now. Get a song and get some clout behind your name, and then if you're doing it smart, you already have a catalog built up. So you won't just have one song and be like, damn, what I'm gonna give them next. You should always have like 10 more songs. So if one of them bitches pop off, you know you already got one. Just let this bitch ride this wave, and then drop the next one. But I don't think it's hard though, cause look, I say it's been like 2021 to make it like 10 years since Sosa and them pop, since Chief Keef and them pop.
Yeah.
So how many artists since then? Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Spanzo, DCG. Who we got now? We got the Heavy Steppers. We got Polo G.
A lot of them didn't follow up though.
That's what I'm saying. But they pop though.
They pop.
So I think it's not hard to pop. I think it's just knowing how to manage that shit afterwards and putting yourself in a different environment and stop trying to focus on being like the hottest nigga in the hood and hood rich and all that shit. Like your mentality got to be bigger than Chicago.
But if you notice that some of the artists, they say, okay, boom, I got this record. I want to get this whole bag. I don't give a fuck about the next record. Just let me get this bag while I'm hot. And whatever come after that, it is what it is.
Well, that's dumb as fuck then. I mean, in that case, I don't know. If somebody...
I've heard some artists that be like, man, shit, I'm hot right now. I don't know when I'm going to be hot again. Let me go get this bag off this record. And...
Well, yeah, I feel it getting the bag off the record, but that to me, I don't know, that kind of just come back to having a follow-up. To me, because if you got some old hot shit, you should be able to do it again, especially if everybody looking at you now.
Yeah.
If you do it strategically, I feel like it should always be about strategy. I feel like if anybody is in that position, they probably don't have any knowledge or any guidance. Because if they got somebody behind them and they get that record, motherfuckers gonna know what to do next. I think. I would like to think.
I'm still waiting on Cowboy. I'm still waiting on another one. Because I ain't heard shit yet. But I'm still waiting. Hopefully it come. I pray that it come.
So what you consider
Spenzo.
Yeah.
Big record in the city.
I kind of
waiting on another one. But if you were to see some of these artists, they like, shit, I'm cool. I got my bag. I did what I did. I was here. But then you got people like Dirk, Reese. You got them, King Von. That's like, nah, nigga, this is a lifestyle. I'm taking this everywhere. I'm taking this wherever I can go.
I don't know. They gotta, cause I don't. So that's what I was finna say. So what you mean by like? So you mean just big records?
I'm saying. I don't feel like they care about the follow-up. They worry about the now. Yeah. They worry about that one. I got one. I'm seen. I'm known. I got this buzz off this record. I'm finna kill the clubs. They got to pay me. And
you should never want that, though.
They just slide.
I guess that gotta be the mentality. You should never want. I mean, I can't say you should never want that. I guess it just depends on like what your goals and aspirations are. I know for me being how I am, if I get one, I need 20 more. I need some more because it's not like, I feel like it's, as long as you breathe and there's always work to be done. It's always more to do. I hate being in the position where I feel like I get comfortable. Sometimes I get comfortable and I be like, nah, I need to turn up some more. So I feel like with me just being the type of person I am, that one wouldn't be enough. Like that hood fame or that shit wouldn't be enough. I need some more.
But you know, some of our people, they want that. They want the hood fame.
Yeah, I feel it.
You know them personally. Enough. I know you know some because I know some. I just want the hood fame, nigga. I want to be known. This is my block.
That's not enough, man. That's not enough. Because you could lose a lot of like, I don't know, but you should kind of like out of all the people in Chicago who've had like big opportunities, who you feel like took the most advantage of them?
Dirt.
Like throughout the years, all the generations. It don't have to be just this generation.
Common.
For sure.
Common. He took it to a whole nother level. He said, fuck the rapping. I can cool out on that. Let me go do some movies.
For sure.
Let me change up. And then I still do this because this is the heart. This what got me here. The records. And still doing it. Now it didn't linked up with good. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Shit like that. But then you got certain people that just, that one track.
Somebody told me like a while ago when I was kind of explaining kind of like my frustrations of trying to like work with different artists, but they always be like, Chicago is really a gang culture based city. And I feel like some of that hinders artists as well too.
I believe that.
I definitely see that. Cause it's like, I don't know.
Separation.
Yeah, separation.
It breeds a lot of separation to where a lot of motherfuckers can't work together. Or I'm better than you, and cause I know sometime for me, I be like, why the fuck do this girl and this girl work together in the city, but she didn't diss on this record, and you are the common denominator as the producer, and was like,
that's how the conversation was going too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was about some type shit like that.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I just feel like.
Okay.
I don't know. Your mind just got to be exposed. Either your mind got to be exposed, or it has to be innate for you to just want more out of life. Feel like, because anybody could get comfortable at any situation, and I feel like sometimes artists just get comfortable. Shit.
How lucrative is being in the background?
Currently it's pretty well for me. I find what I do currently is like a service base. So you kind of gotta get paid on the front end, damn near, and on the back end. But you kind of got to get paid on the front end when you offer a service. As an artist, I feel like, especially without a know-how, once you get the record, like your career path can be just as lucrative if you know what to do with the product.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you come to the studio, if you come for beats, you pretty much know you're gonna pay whatever the fee is. You're gonna get your studio time, your beats, mix and mastering, whatever. So once you take your song and try to take it to people, that's pretty much your product as an artist.
How did you get so, or do you even, as I would say, know how to even get that back end, or that, like you said, you get paid up front. This is how much it is for hourly, woo. But that paperwork, if something blow,
hell yeah.
How did you get savvy with that, or do you got into that space?
Reading, kind of, like I said, I went to school for music business, and then I had kind of read a couple books like when I was in high school and shit, just about music business. Mm-hmm. But then like the experience too, kind of being like, it was a couple songs I was behind, and I didn't know why the fuck I wasn't getting paid for my stuff. And
trial and error.
Yeah, pretty much. Cause like you could learn some stuff in a book, but a lot of times you really got to put your feet to the gravel and go out here and see what's what. So like I kind of just had to do like research, just like read and see what things I was doing and what things I wasn't doing. Mm-hmm. That was like stopping me from getting, just money on stuff that I produce, stuff I've engineered, shit like that.
Where do you think the love comes from with this music thing? Like, did you have a family member or moms, pops that you know of that they had conversations to where it's like, man, this person used to love their music. They used to do this. They was in this industry. Mm-hmm. And you kind of get that generational trait.
Yeah, I got a couple of people in my family. My mama claims she used to rap when she was little. I don't know how true that was. She did write me a rap when I was a shorty, but she claims she used to be freestyling and shit. So I say my mama. She said she did music. Yeah. Like my granddad, he used to have, him and his brothers, I think, used to have like a band in the 70s or 80s or some shit, where they used to just sing like cover songs, like Temptations, Gap Band, Four Top, shit like that. One of my cousins used to play classical piano actually when she was like young as hell, when she was like 6 or 7 or some shit like that. And those, actually her instruments was like some of the first instruments I ever touched. Like she used to have a guitar in the closet and shit. When I spent the night with my cousin's house, I used to sneak and play it. I used to get in trouble for that shit. They ain't want nobody touch that shit. Which I feel it now that I got instruments. Those real delicate, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I just knew I wanted to play with her guitar or her piano and shit like that. So like I had a few people in my family who did music. I don't know if nobody ever really made like a career out of it though. So I think some people probably it was just like a skill that they had.
So you the first one to jump out the gate And actually,
hell yeah, like full force.
Mm.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that I can think that I know of. Yeah.
How that make you feel?
I never really thought about that too. We just said it right now, for real, if I'm being honest. But I don't know. I feel like I recognize it. I feel like my family recognize it. They commend me all the time.
Yeah.
For like my growth and just staying focused and doing what I wanted to do. So I mean, it feel good. I don't know. I gotta stop doing that. I feel like I be kind of ungrateful because I just be waiting for that one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you.
That one moment, like, yeah, I did that.
Like,
well, I can go back
nigga.
to the crib, like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Who did that? That was
I
me.
did that. That's how I'm be at the Christmas table. Like, yeah, that's my shit. Yeah, I was playing that shit on the way here. For real, though.
The next one, I really just want to say that, like I was saying in the beginning, it's not too many people that impress me. Okay? What is your lane? And what is your what do you want to leave when it's all said and done?
Damn.
Like, yeah, of course you want that one. We just said that. You want that one. But what is that staple you want to leave on the city and just even the world once you touch it?
It gotta be a whole ass legacy. Like, as far as the city is concerned, I wanna be that first person that made, like, I feel like that made like a go-to in Chicago. I feel like that's one thing we missing, which I don't know if it. Nah, I ain't gonna say I know if it ever happened because I'm gonna be the person to do that shit.
Manifest it.
I feel like how like every like a lot of major cities, like in New York, you could go downtown and go to Def Jam. You can go downtown, go to Interscope, blah blah blah. Same thing in Cali. I feel like we don't have that shit in Chicago. The only thing we got is like the studios that people know about, like Envion or motherfucking CRC, or, you know what I'm saying, studios where we know like legendary records came out of. But as far as like that headquarters of that place that we know we could go, like how they used to do in the 70s, go stand outside the label and sing for 3 hours. Can't nobody do that shit in Chicago. You then I gotta bump into somebody, but you can't go to the place. I want to create the place type shit as far as the city is concerned.
That's epic. That's epic as fuck. That's epic as fuck.
I say, if I do that, everything else kind of gonna fall in place. Cause like I want it to be bigger than the city, but all the artists I take from the city, I want to make them the biggest artists in the industry. Period. Aside from just the city.
Big facts.
So shit, I guess I am kind of really doing it for the city then.
Indeed, that's the whole point. That was the whole point of me asking certain things, so you can kind of realize. Cause I heard something that you said, and I just had an artist in here, and he said like, I'm trying to do this. Well, I said I was trying to do something. He was just like, nah, you doing it already. You doing this shit. So what you trying to do? Cause you're already doing it.
That's what I'm doing then.
What do you feel about the competition? Do you feel like it's competition with you being a producer, beat maker?
It's definitely competition out here. And what's crazy is like a lot of the niggas who would be considered competition be my homies. Like these be niggas who I know, like as far as like the as far as like the producers and shit is concerned. So like to me, my competition kind of be motivating. I ain't gonna lie, cause I feel like it don't stop with them. Like I don't ever think for some people it should be a point where another person's success should make you feel like you failed. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody else did it or did it first don't mean I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or that my time not coming. You just kind of got to stay in your lane. Stay focused on what you're doing. Like, a lot of people who are considered competition, aside from that, it's always something to learn from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can learn
from anybody.
From anybody. Your worst enemy you can learn from.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, yeah, I kind of really, like, not to sound cliche, don't necessarily see competition because I be so focused on the shit I want to do.
As you should.
And I feel like everybody should be like that. I feel like once you start paying attention too much to somebody else shit, you lose you lose track.
Focus.
You start to question yourself. Damn, why this not happening for me? Why I ain't think to do this? Why blah 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 this other shit? You just gotta really stay focused on what you're trying to do. That's what I be doing.
I'm gonna take a hard left turn.
All right, say less.
What's the relationship status looking like?
I'm married as hell. I am. This is my wife right here.
Hey, what's going on? Shout out.
As hell.
Shout out.
Oh, shout out my wife Savannah. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's what's up. How do you balance that? How do you balance being in the studio all day, fucking with these artists, coming home? I gotta get right back, baby. Let me go get this money.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm young. I'm still learning.
Okay, you still learning to balance.
I'm still trying to learn how to balance. I spend a lot of time at work. I ain't gonna lie. My hours are really like demanding, and then she worked too, so it's like I'm still learning. I'm still learning
how to balance all this shit out.
Yeah, and then too, I've been doing music for so long. Like my thoughts every day, all day, my whole life, then have been something music. Anytime I wake up, so it's it's still the same thing. I just kind of gotta balance it, like you said. I'm still learning that shit.
Did you have to? This is just me being personal, because my wife had to believe in this. She had to believe in this, and we've been married 4 years, but we've been together 6, and we just now this year we both figured out who we were married to. After all this time, we just figured out who the fuck we was married to, and she had to believe in this, because I started in the clubs. I started hosting in the clubs, strip clubs. So for me, going from a 9 to 5 every day since she been knowing me, 9 to 5, then getting the opportunity to host my first place in a strip club, she had to believe in this. And I've always had this personality. Did you have to find that one, and did she believe in your vision?
Yeah, I think she always believed in it. I feel like a lot of it didn't really come until we was like physically together. Cause we did a long distance relationship for like a lot of years type shit. We had just traveled back and forth. Yeah, I know. I fucking know. But yeah, so it was always like, you know what I'm saying? Like she'd hear me talk about the different stuff I'm doing, and then with us being apart, like we both had our own lives, you know what I'm saying? So we would talk a lot of the day, but we wouldn't talk all day. So a lot of the times I'd be, you know what I'm saying, working at the studio, making beats, whatever. And I pretty much just like report back to her or let her know what was going on. But I feel like when she came here, when she moved to Chicago and saw like me doing this shit every day and saw me being in the studio for how many hours, I think then that's when it really
settled in. She got
kind of settled in on her. Yeah. So where she could like physically see what was going on, and then it was just just trying to balance that lifestyle from there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. Look at that, you made it work.
I'm proud of that.
Make a motherfucker work it out. Make a motherfucker work. I'm just being stupid.
Nah, that's what they say it's about. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm still young and I'm still learning. And this was really like my first like real serious relationship. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff we kind of experienced for the first time. But that's what I hear everybody say. It's about working it out, compromising, and
that's all it is.
Making the middle ground.
And even being married, it's whatever you make it. Don't worry about whatever. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. I can't give you no advice. All I could just tell you, make it whatever it is, because only y'all two know how y'all are, and that's it. That's it. It ain't shit else behind it. Back to the music real quick. Do you feel that it's, how can I say this? Do you feel like it's hard in the media space that you said you're trying to get into, the networking, because everybody is kind of like closed off, and you kind of gotta go to another place to really network and get on. And then when them people make that phone call back home because they know somebody in Chicago, oh yeah, they kind of want to fake it like they know you already, but
right.
they fronted on you just a little bit when you was trying to, you know what I'm saying, get them them beats, get them that production.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's very hard to like network with the people that already are in position?
For sure. I ain't gonna say it's very hard, but you kind of that's kind of one of those things where you kind of gotta be in the right place at the right time. Or you kind of gotta, because one thing I experienced, like, those kind of be the people I reach out to, like people who already got things established. You know what I'm saying? And then like, that's just what it is. They already got things established. They already got their key studio person, their key videographer, their key beat maker. So it's like in those situations, you gotta kind of figure out how to wiggle in there. And then once you wiggle in there, you kind of got to figure out how to stay in there. But it got to be genuine. It can't feel forced. It can't feel like, who is this new motherfucker in our camp type shit. Because the one thing about Chicago...
They look at you funny.
One thing about Chicago is this a clouded ass city. Like everybody is chasing the cloud chaser, D-Rad and all this other shit. So when you get in them positions, if you not there genuinely or you not there to build a relationship, people gonna automatically think you chasing cloud. Yeah. And at that point, it's like, what we need you for, we got our own people already. You know what I'm saying? So it just, that's kind of why I would much rather make a meal at my own table than to go sit at somebody else's shit. Ooh. I don't mind coming to have dinner with you right quick and no shit like that, but I just know what the value is. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you talking. I hear you talking. See,
that's how
mind frame. I'm glad that I did reach out to you because that type of shit right there, that type of talk, you don't get that. You don't get that too much, and that's coming from somebody who's learned, bumped their head, went through it, and actually learned from their mistakes. Yeah. And trying to progress and not just going to the wave. Yeah. That's that type of talk I like. Yeah. And I fuck with you on that.
I appreciate that.
Now, we're going to get into what we call the 10 name game.
All right, say less.
I'm going to fire off 10 things or 10 names, and you have to give me your opinion. No, you have to give me your answer in a one-word answer.
All right.
I'm going to fire off 10 things. They're going to be random as fuck.
Okay.
And one-word answer. That's all I need.
One word. All right.
One word. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo.
Crazy.
Donald Trump.
Funny.
Lil Durk.
Voice.
Power 92.
Radio, I guess. I say radio.
Okay. I dig that. I dig that.
But yeah.
Harrow's chicken.
Saucy. I like extra mild sauce on my chicken.
Oh shit. Okay. Malcolm X.
Revolutionary.
Nip Hussle.
Legendary.
I feel. Yeah. Ice Cube.
I want to say radical for Ice Cube. That nigga was radical.
That's a first. Okay. Quincy Jones.
Ooh. I said legendary already. Damn. Visionary.
Last one.
Alright.
Last one. You gotta think about this one. One word. Stasia.
Damn, I got so many good ones. Fuck. Prophet. I'll say a prophet.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, for sure.
I fuck with you, man.
For sure.
One more thing before we leave up out of here, I want to ask you a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that you can do with your talent to kind of slow down the violence in the city?
With my talent, one thing that I could do is create more things that's motivational or more things that's educational. I feel like I don't agree with it. I don't feel like it's justified, but coming from where I come from, I understand it. A little bit. I understand the poverty and the violence and stuff that's going on. I understand it. And I feel like if some people just had like the knowledge of how to do things, it'd be a little bit less. So I probably could do more things that's like educational. More things that's educational for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
See, now I gotta follow up on that.
You got to.
Now I gotta follow up.
So now, because people gonna be looking for it.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, we don't really hear from a lot of beat makers, a lot of producers, the people behind the people's sound. We don't hear from them. And that's why I kind of want to know where your mind at and what you really can do from behind these boards or behind them boards. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was curious to ask you that. Yeah. I was very curious to ask you that.
For sure.
Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, how they can get a beat, how they can lock in with you, and just basically get in touch.
Any artists, producers, videographers, I'm pretty much looking for anybody that's creative in the media industry. You can find me on Instagram, all the social media platforms. My Instagram is Stasia Beats. That's @STASIABEATS. You can find me on Facebook at Stasia Beats. That's STASIABEATS. Follow my media company on Instagram. That's @Soundboar. SOUNDBOAR. Yeah, if you hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, we can make something happen from there for sure. I'll be on the internet all day, so
believer.
Hit me up.
Stasia, I hit her DM and she got back with me. So y'all got a chance. Because once she get big, it's over with.
And I'm looking
it might be over with.
I'm looking for some more artists to manage too. I ain't gonna lie. I got one artist I'm working with now. His name MTSO. So if you get a chance, like check out some of his music. It's available on all streaming platforms. We got 2 music videos we just dropped in August, and we got 2 more coming up in September. We damn near dropped one this week. Ooh. So I'm trying to like really build this shit from the ground up for real. So any artists out there that's dope, that's already working and got some content I could check out, definitely hit me up and send me some shit.
That's what
Instagram, Facebook, let's make it happen.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Y'all already know where y'all can find me on IG, official_YUNG Gotti. Also, y'all can get my merch, the Young God t-shirt. Y'all can pre-order. Cash App, y'all know how it go. The website will be up very soon. My media company, Gotti's World Entertainment, it is up. We running. We finna take over this little media space, okay? We finna take this shit over, and I'm finna go crazy. Also, you know what I mean? Facebook, Irvin Woods Jr. Y'all can follow me on that as well. The Gotti's World Podcast fan page. Definitely hit that, like it, subscribe. Anything y'all got to do. I got my girl. I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking this drive for me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for locking in with me.
Absolutely.
I owe you.
For sure.
I owe you. And I'm going to send you whatever I got. It's a lot of people. Once they see this shit, and once I talk to them, they're going to be flooding.
Okay, say less. Send them my way.
We're going to get some money.
Make it happen. I appreciate it.
Thank you
for having me. Thank you.
Yes. Y'all already know what this is. This is Gotti's World Podcast. And how I'm going to end this, because I ain't been doing it. Thank you, God, for this episode. Thank you, God, for this talent right here in front of me. Thank you, God, for my engineer. Beautiful wife over there. This is another Gotti's World Podcast episode. Yeah.
Say the titties out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you shoot with. Count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib. Same hand that you